Welcome to This Week in the Valley. I'm Donna Bell. Darren Elazaris is out this week, and I'm pleased to be joined by Tom Merle. Tom, it's so good to have you here.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here. We have a great show this week.
We do.
Joining us a bit later are Jarrett Garber, owner of Gamers Repair Shop, Samuel Thomas with information on a haunted house, and Gene Jones and Judy Rushton with another volunteering in the Valley.
Pumpkins, football, candy corn and peanuts, shorter days, crisp mornings, autumn. What a wonderful time of year. Shorts and sweatshirt weather. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I look forward to getting in the woods more without the chiggers biting my ankles. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Well, after this summer with all the rain, it seemed we were mowing the lawn at least twice a week to keep up with the growing grass. Many of you may be happy to be done with your lawn.
After summer, it's natural to put lawn care on the back burner until spring. But by taking time to put your yard and landscape to bed now, your lawn will reap the rewards. Give your lawn a healthy start next spring by managing these fall tasks.
Feed your lawn. Think of fall fertilization as refueling and replenishing your lawn after summer. Fall fertilization will help maintain your lawn's root health and replenish nutrients that were expended in the summer months.
Fall feedings should be timed when plants are still absorbing nutrients, so don't wait too long. Depending on your region, fall feeding can take place into early October.
And that's about now, so remember to water. Before you put away the watering can and retire your sprinkler for the season, remember that thriving plants are still thirsty. Water early in the day to avoid evaporation and disease development. And water deep. Give it a really good soaking.
And things are really dry right now.
They are.
Foot traffic areas compact soil, which cuts off oxygen and nutrient supply to the roots. Aeration loosens the soil and literally airs out the earth. Balding turf, matted down grass, sparse new growth, pools of water, and tough ground are signs you need to aerate.
Start spring on level ground by filling ruts and low spots where water collects now. Early fall is the best time to reseed a lawn so turf roots establish before winter. Loosen soil with a rake, add soil where needed, and apply seed evenly.
Plant fall bulbs to enjoy spring's first blooms. Crocus, daffodil, tulip. The best time to plant is after the first frost, so the bulbs will stay cool all winter. Dig holes for bulbs and fertilize before replacing the soil.
And I always want to do that, but I always miss the mark.
Never get around to it.
Never get around to it. But so we need to get out and enjoy the weather, get some exercise, and give our lawns some TLC.
For all our gamers out there, once you get your lawn taken care of, we have someone for you to meet. Our first guest, Jarrett Garber, owner of Gamers Repair Shop and your technology superhero, joins us to talk about his service and more.
Well, nestled in Circleview Drive right here in Salisbury, Missouri, right off of Highway 24, is a unique little shop called the Gamers Repair Shop, and I'm pleased to be joined by Jarrett Garber. He is the co-owner. He and his wife, Jennifer, own this business and have been in business since 2011?
2011 is when we moved to Salisbury. We actually have been doing game consoles since 2008. We started in Columbia and moved to Salisbury in 2011. Into the Circleview Plaza here.
So you're a gamer. You told me
Correct.
that you kind of grew up as a gamer. So you've turned what is a hobby into a business. That's very exciting.
Yes.
Tell us how that came about.
Well, I kind of was messing around with PC gaming was my specialty. I liked PC gaming, and I got into the console gaming back in 2008 when we basically started up and realized that there was a high demand for game console repair. And it just kind of fell into place from there on out. We've been we're one of the few in the nation when we started, and they've been popping up all over the place here since then, but we're still probably a handful of individuals other than the manufacturers that handle game console repairs and specialize in it.
So what's the biggest problem that you see come through your door, the thing that needs to be fixed most? I know gamers like speed, and they like the newest and the latest and the greatest.
Well, we try to keep up with whatever is happening as far as breakdowns and things like that. The newer consoles, PS4 and the Xbox Ones, are experiencing a number of different problems. I probably couldn't name them all off right now, but once you find the remedy for them, then the good thing about consoles is you can repeat it over and over again. A lot of the local business that we're getting in is computer repair, and the majority of it is, you know, virus removal and things like that. We do custom building machines, things like that. We've built several gaming machines for different people in the community, and we've just helped the community locally deal with their technology issues. We repair lots of iPads and lots of iPods for the local farmers and different people and things like that. So I guess you could say we're overall just a technology repair service type of thing. This right here is what they call the Sony Motion Move setup. This is basically Sony's rendition of the Nintendo Wii. The the remote on the left with the white ball on top of it, you hold in one hand. The one on the right, you hold in your other hand, and the little camera sits on top of the TV, and you basically are able to interact with the game physically to a certain extent. And so there's a lot of sports games that you can play, like the game in the background there, Sports Championship. There's an archery, there's volleyball, there's bowling, there's golf. A lot of the same thing that you see on the Wii Sports type of stuff. So, and then you have a similar type of thing, the Tony Hawk skateboard or snowboard. Tony Hawk is a big X Games competitor, and the board is used for game interaction, for skating or for snowboarding and things like that. And there's a lot of different tricks and things that you can do on the board to interact with the game. So yeah, the technology has come a long way from really in the last 5 years when I first started to now, as far as interaction with games. So that is what they call a Titan. It's from a game came out in, I believe, 2012 or 2013 called Titanfall. It is a mechanical warrior that's about 25 feet tall, and you run around. People can climb up in that thing and control it, and runs around and does the battle for you. This is a collector's edition 19-inch figurine is what they call it, that goes directly with the game. They only made about 30,000 of these things, so very, very few, and they all are authenticated and have numbers. And so people are big collectors when it comes to stuff like this. These are what we call our hydro-dipped special custom faceplates for Xbox 360. We also offer hydro dipping for the entire case, for controllers, and lots of different accessories. And they're literally hundreds of patterns that we can put on these things. And these are just stock faceplates from an Xbox 360 that we've taken, and we've just done the process to. The hydro dipping process is basically it comes in a film like a wallpaper. You put it in a tank of water, and you let it hydrate, and then you spray it with an activator. It becomes a liquid ink, and then you dip whatever piece can be fully submerged into this, and it basically adheres to the surface, and then you have to put a polish and a nice finish on it. So, and they come in glossy finish, they come in matte finish, so lots and lots of different customizations. We have a lot of gamers that come in and we want this, we want this. They're always customizing something. We also include LED, special LED installations where we can change the lights and the colors, and put fan mods. We sometimes will cut a hole in the side of the console and put a cool looking light and a fan in there, and people just go nuts for it. So everything there is game console related, and we sell these online. We have an eBay store that we sell them on. We sell them on our website, and then we also use them for incoming repairs. And things like that. So the primarily most of the stuff that goes into repairs is either going to be refurbished or used, because obviously the manufacturer does not sell them yet. So we also offer a recycling program to the local community where people can drop off old used monitors or towers, computers, things that they don't, electronics primarily, that they don't need anymore. You know, there's lots of hard drives that we are federally regulated to destroy, lots of towers, lots of game consoles, things like that, and people can just drop stuff off. There's no charge for the drop off. We keep them out of the landfill. They go, we break them down, the metal gets recycled, and all the fiberglass and copper and everything in the circuitry gets sent to the East Coast where it's chopped up and used for miscellaneous different purposes and things like that. So it's all repurposed some way, shape, or form.
Well, it's good to have, you know, as we get more technology out in the world. I mean, everything is dependent on technology.
Yeah.
You have to have it to get information, to give information. It's a
very, very everyday thing now.
Right, right. Well, you do a lot locally, but you also have a website, and so you have a presence nationally. So you know,
Yes.
you don't just work locally.
We are a nationally known company for game console repair. We have consoles shipped from all over the world to us, all over the nation, excuse me. Just the other day we got one in from Rhode Island. So I mean, and there's always several from California that roll in, and that's really surprising. I'm surprised there's not something in California yet that has been opened up. But
Well, that's okay.
maybe
You'll take the business.
Maybe it's about reputation, and maybe it's not about where you're at. But the website you can see is at gamersrepairshop.com. Something else that we also have got into for the local business is websites. And we do have a website actually for that. It's the website for that is GarberWebDeveloper.com. And there's 6 or 7 projects on the website that you can link to go see what kind of work we do, and very, very professional, very sleek, modern-looking websites. So.
And the advantage of for small businesses having a website is allows people to find out about your business, not just locally, but all over.
Yes, yeah, that's the
It
great
opens
thing
a lot
about
of
the
doors.
internet is, yeah, it opens up a whole new customer base, and not just local type of thing. So.
Well, very good. So. You also, one thing that I've learned about Gamers Repair and Jarrett is that if you want to get a message on the message board here in Salisbury, he's the guy to talk to. The Knights of Columbus.
We are the sign, the community sign administrator. We took that over in May, something like that, beginning of the year sometime. And unfortunately, right now, this sign is under construction. We are having hardware issues with it, so I guess we're the right people on the job, though, so we can go take the sign apart and do what we need to do there. But yeah, if advertising, local community events, things like that, we can put it on the sign.
It's a great way to get the word out, because it's right there in the Knights of Columbus
it's
area.
right by the Regional Missouri Bank,
Right.
24 129 interchange.
And it gets a lot of traffic.
Lots and lots of cars go by.
Yeah. So you've done a great job with that. I used to be not very many messages, but now the messages are growing on there.
We've really had really more than what I would have assumed that would go across the board. We've had a lot of messages up until the last couple weeks here, where we've started experiencing problems. But before that, there was lots of different messages. So.
Well, Jarrett, would you have any advice for somebody who has a great hobby that they would like maybe to turn into a business? Somebody out there that may need some how to get started type advice?
The biggest thing with getting started is persistence. I mean, obviously, pinpoint a target of where you want to be in so many years and just plow the road. Don't let anybody get in your way or put you down or anything like that. And what I mean by anybody is anybody you talk to or any paperwork that you have to do or
Just do it. Just
state
go
or
through it.
federal regulations or anything like that. Just work through it. It's almost a learn as you go type thing. You could go to school and you can get an MBA and everything else, but there's always going to be something that changes or is different and that you're going to have to learn after your journey has started. So persistence is the major key there.
And then some things just fall in place, like this location.
There's a lot of things that just open doors. You got to know how to see where the open doors are and try and walk through them the best you can. Hard work. I truly believe that hard work pays off in some shape or form sometime. So just hard work, persistence, and it'll come back to you.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, and we appreciate your time and
Thank
being
you.
with us. And if you do have if you are a gamer or if you have issues with your gaming equipment, Jared would be happy to help you out. He's right here in Salisbury, and thank you again so much. We appreciate it.
Well, thanks again, Jared. It was very nice visiting with you.
'Tis the season not only for fall cleaning, but for corn mazes, hay rides, and haunted houses. I talked to Samuel Thomas with information on a haunted house for the whole family right here in Macon. I've got a special visitor today, a guide to the underworld, also known as Samuel Thomas.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Tell us about what you're going to be guiding this holiday season.
Well, this Halloween, for the haunted house here in Macon, I'm going to be guiding you through a system of labyrinths, mazes, and to see many different sights along the underworld, including goblins and ghouls. And I'll hopefully be able to move you through there and take you through safely and get you on the other side.
It's good to have a guide when you go through a haunted house.
Well,
the Macon, it's a joint effort, isn't it?
yes, it is. This year, we're going back. We're going to be not only the Masonic Lodge here, but also the JCs are going to be helping us to put this on again. Several years ago, when we first started, the JCs and us were doing it together. They decided not to do it for a little while, and this year we're combining back again for both of us to get at it.
Wonderful. So what are the dates on this
The date's going to
haunted
be
house?
October 23rd and 24th, 30th and 31st, and November 6th and 7th.
So 2 weekends before Halloween and then one after.
Yeah, well, the weekend of Halloween, then the week before, and the
okay.
week after.
Wonderful.
But yeah.
And you guys do a pretty good job on this. I mean, the reputation precedes you that you have a pretty darn good haunted house.
Well, thank you very much. We've had a lot of good recalls back from it. This is our 7th year. We took last year off because we had to do a little bit of training. But we're coming back in it stronger and more
Goblin
interesting.
training?
Gobbling and ghoul training, as it were.
Yeah.
And we took a year off, and now we're back in full force. We've been building ever since July 1, trying to get the inside set up
Wow.
to really give you a good show. And if years past holds us true, we'll do it.
All right, and we were talking a little bit before. You're going to have something that everybody likes, food.
Yes, this year because we've
You
had
don't get food at every haunted house
No.
in the world.
this year because everybody's been waiting a little bit outside, we decided to try and get with the community and find out how we could do this to make it better for your wait. So one of the things we're doing is we've got actually a food court where we have chicken sandwiches, sodas, chili, and stuff like that for sale. And also, while you're waiting, we can be showing a movie inside. And we use some of the old Bela Lugosi movies and stuff like that to let you sit and wait, so you don't have to be waiting
Vincent
outside in the
Price,
weather.
maybe, all
Ah.
those kinds of guys. Wonderful, wonderful. So the location is here,
Yeah,
and we're at the corner of
Pearl and Bark Street.
Bork,
Bork Street.
right downtown Macon. So it's easy.
Yeah, and we'll be doing it every night. We'll be starting at 7 o'clock.
7
And we'll be
o'clock.
going till everybody's through. If people are waiting, we'll stay here and make sure they go through.
Okay.
But
So,
starting at 7 o'clock because it gets dark enough then that we really can get the effect on the inside real good.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Now, if there's anybody, do you guys need any help, any more help? You're all set with all the members of your organization?
We have some, but
or if people just need information about, you know, how scary is this for my 3-year-old?
Right.
I mean, what is the age range of this? I mean,
Well, what we're doing-
some haunted houses are not really ready for 5-year-olds.
You're right, you're right. What we're doing is from 8 years old and up, it costs $8 to get in, and that's every day. Now what we've done is, because we know we have some of the younger kids would like to really go and see it, so on Saturday the 31st, from 3 to 5, we have a time which we just, let's say, de-scare things a little bit for the younger kids. And we only charge them $1 to come in. And we've really had some good response for that the last couple of years. And you know, the parents can come with them and hold their hands if they want to.
Okay, good. But if the parents can handle it.
Well, that's true. That's why they hold the kid's hand.
That's right. Well, thank you very much for telling me about this, and I wish you all the success in the world with this.
Thank
I know it'll be great.
And you mentioned earlier sitting there in a way to get in touch with us if they have any more information. I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my telephone number.
Okay.
And if the community member wants to get in touch and have more information, I'll be more than happy to talk to them. And that's 660-775-2772.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thanks for talking to me today.
Thank you very much for having us.